I have now with me the Tiberian Sons and Nate Horsefall. And their drummer, actually, Travis, is here. Come on down! Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. And in true drummer fashion, he is in the very back of the set. Everybody, you've got a live mic there so that you can, well, no, hold it, take it. Oh my God. Well, I got to see you guys perform last night. It was an absolutely killer set. It's been about 5 years since we have shared a physical space, but we have been keeping up with each other quite a bit with all of your online shows at Bonus Stage. Obviously, you guys have been doing a lot of album production and stuff like that during that time. But yeah, I just want to get your guys' impression of VGM Con so far. Why don't we start with you over here, Travis?
Yeah, so this is my first time being here. Definitely a place that I've always wanted to be at. So I'm so thankful to be here, and playing with these guys is always a pleasure. So it's the best way to kick it off for sure. So happy to be a part of it. Happy to be hanging with these guys, and yeah, it's just a wonderful time. Small, tight-knit community. It's really fun to be talking with people who know every third person that walks by. They're like, hey! I love that. It's awesome.
Awesome. Tony?
Yeah, for sure, man. I don't need that. I've got a lapel.
Yeah, you showed up late. We've all got lapels.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the second time I've been to VGM Con. 2 years ago, I played with Don Palami's band. And yeah, super excited to bring these guys out. Obviously without Frank. But this gave us the opportunity to play some of our we did one Command Carter song. But doing some of the material that we, first showcase on Josh's stream, and yeah, just like Travis said, the coolest thing about this, it reminds me of my first MagFest, and it was only 1,000 people. Everybody you walk past, you just kind of know the person, and it's good hang. And I've seen, some people I haven't seen in over a decade at this con, so it's been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, Max.
Yeah, this is my very first VGM Con and first time in Minnesota. I've loved it so far. I love the way that this convention oozes love of music and of musicians. It's got this kind of laser focus on, VGM, for absolute nerds, and I live this stuff. It's been awesome.
We fit right in.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Connor.
Yeah, I'm just really excited to be here because I'm originally from Minnesota, so I'm represent. And it's funny because everyone's been talking about the community being super tight knit here, and I think they hype that up so much that in my mind I pictured things to be a lot smaller than we show up to the main stage. It's oh, I should have practiced more. This is awesome and terrifying, but yeah, just super happy to be here. And yes, it has taken about you think you're gonna walk down the hallway, it takes about 30 minutes to get there because you get caught up in 12 conversations along the way with people and haven't seen in so long, so that's been really fun.
Right on. Nate.
Yeah, and this year has been especially awesome because people are just way more on top of it than last year. I was here last year, it was my first time, and it was a really good time, but it reminded me of old school MagFest in both the size and also the complete chaos of everything. And this time people have been, starting on time, ending on time, everything's been organized. This is wild. You were upstairs last time in a little secluded room.
Yep.
I don't even think there was videos. I don't think so. So yeah, it's been an absolute blast. I also need to give a special shout out to Chris Serrani, who is the reason that video wall exists. There he is.
Oh, we love you.
Snuck in. He's off camera, but he's amazing. He's the reason that video wall exists, and every single person, rightfully so, has said that video wall made these shows what they are. So
yeah, it was a massive difference,
Yeah.
and excellent, especially for your folks' visuals, as done by Nate, of course.
I mean, as soon as I knew that was existing, I kind of increased the production level that I was going to do because I knew I wasn't really going to have time. I also wasn't sure if these guys were going to do the show ever again, because it's one thing to put videos together and then do it like once, and then it's another thing to go, cool, well, we can reuse these later. And so I'm like, I don't want to kill myself to put together something that we're not going to use ever again. But when I heard about that video, well, I was like, I kind of need to.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And, you know, it is a shame that Frank is not here, but of course, you know, Tiberian Sons exists apart from Frank as well. It was really nice to see you guys doing some more of your non-Command and Conquer material. Really loved especially seeing your Paper Mario arrangements, the Origami King covers that you guys done. It's very killer. Super excited to see that all live. Where's Frank? What's he up to?
Just franking around.
He's franking himself.
I actually chatted with him in the airport before the flight because I thought that'd be fun. Yeah, he's just chilling in Vegas.
Nice.
Yeah, he's looking for new work and stuff like that because Petroglyph did a layoff unfortunately recently.
Oh, gosh.
Welcome to the game industry. But he's doing all right. I can't even remember the amount of shows he rattled off that he's working on. So he's always playing live and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also,
Our running joke is that we couldn't afford Frank for this show.
His plane got vaporized with an ion cannon.
Oh yes, yeah.
But yeah, no, we're an entity that existed before Frank, and so like, but most of us grew up with Command and Conquer, and so drawing from the Command and Conquer imagery because it kind of matches just the big bombastic music style we do, and the fact that our Hell March arrangement, which we played yesterday, was really like the first thing that kind of started what would grow into this band.
Yes.
yeah.
So.
Just to be clear, we did not break up with Frank. We still love him, and we will play with him again.
Just seeing other
We had
people.
some comments on Facebook that were like, "You guys not playing with Frank anymore?" It's like, no, well, yes, but not today. You know.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's an open relationship.
Please come
There'll
back,
definitely
Frank.
be more shows with Frank for sure.
Yes.
He's still
Yeah.
trying to get that going.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh my
And
god.
if anybody watching this is like, hey, when can I just go book him?
Yep.
Email him,
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
and he'll be like,
we play with him and without him, and it's cool. He's the house in of our band.
But it has been a while since you guys performed without him. How many times? I think you said actually during the show. It's been like since
So-
the first show.
Basically. 2015, with the four of us, at MagFest was the first show that we did, and that was the last time the four of us had played.
Yeah.
In 2017, we were at Mag Underground. Connor was not with us, and so we had Mike Willard from Arm Cannon substitute in. And then 2019 with Frank, that was the first time we played, and 2023 over the past summer in Brno at Game Access with Frank again. So yeah, this is technically like the second show in 9 years with the four of us doing not Frank Lepacki material, basically.
We'll
But
see
you
you in
guys-
9 more.
Yeah. 9 more years. 9 more. No. Oh my God. Obviously, we want to see you guys perform more, whether that's with or without Frank. Obviously, with Frank there, you kind of tethered to the Command and Conquer stuff, but seeing like the Ace Combat stuff, again, the Paper Mario stuff, all live was amazing. You guys have put out some incredible records just on your own over the past few years, and I'm kind of curious. Do you guys have something that you're working on at the moment that you can talk about?
Well, we've got we're kind of doing two things simultaneously. One is that we need more original music, so that we're working on that. And the next remix album that I've been planning on is doing the Fire Emblem Three Houses soundtrack. So yes, we're all excited for that one, and it's one of my favorite soundtracks ever. So
Yeah. Wow. Awesome. I haven't played Three Houses. I've played a lot of Fire Emblem, mostly the Game Boy Advance stuff, and that's pretty tight. But yeah, that sounds really exciting. Well, we've got a little game for the 5 of you.
Yes.
And this is something that we did last year when we had the Zelda theme. It was the rupees are right. We had who did we have on? We had the Knight of the Round, and we made it the Gil are great. There we go. Yeah.
Nice.
And but since of course there's the Command and Conquer theme with your band, I thought maybe I could look up the cost of a unit from Command and Conquer Red Alert and see if you can all guess the cost of this unit.
Oh yes.
Yes. All right. So the rules are Or no, I guess I don't know. I don't even know what. No, I've got it. But typically we've been like, well, you can ask.
Without going over.
Yeah, the highest without going over. You could ask one question about it, but I don't have any answers for that. I just know the price. But yeah, the unit in question is from Command and Conquer Red Alert, and it is the Rocketeer. So yeah, that is the cost in, I believe it's minerals that you collect in that game, right?
Ore.
Gold,
Yeah,
ore.
ore,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. Ambiguous ore that just you use to pay your units. Yes, but the unit is a Rocketeer, and that is under the Ally banner, of course. So highest without going over. Why don't we start over on this side with Travis?
I'm gonna say 500 ambiguous ores.
100 ambiguous. Okay, so we got 500. Maybe you can help me keep track. We got 500 with Travis.
Oh boy. 150.
150. Okay, 500, 150.
200.
Okay. Oh, dick move. Connor, what do you got?
I'm gonna say 105.
Whoa. Okay. Big dick move.
Confidently.
Nate, what's your guess?
250.
250. Okay, so we got 500.
One ore.
one ambiguous ore.
One ambiguous
so sorry,
ore, Bob.
Ambiguous ore. Yeah.
150, 200,
105.
105,
250.
250. Okay, and the correct answer is 600 ambiguous ores for a Rocketeer. So that means, Travis, you win a crisp high five.
Yes! Yes!
Is this the rocket soldier?
That's what I was thinking. Is it not the rocket soldier?
It's the Rocketeer. Oh, God.
It's the frickin' Rocketeer, Tony.
Already.
From
Great movie.
From RA1.
I don't know about that.
Because
Yes.
like that's in the
Rocket
range.
soldier.
It
It's
is
definitely got to be.
Rocketeer infantry, cost 600.
No way.
No way.
No way.
That's more expensive than some
Hold on.
vehicles.
Shenanigans.
Light tanks are 700.
Take the L.
Yeah, tanks are
Take the L? Nobody ever says take the L. Yeah, so the attack dog is 200. Engineer is 500. The MCV 3,000.
Yes.
GIs are 200. Guardian GIs are 400. Rocketeer 600.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It's got to be a
You're
different
going to
unit
have
than
to
the
tell
rocket
Frank to
soldier.
give
That's
those guys
just
a
the
hard
bazooka
time
guy.
for what they wrote.
No way.
Jesus. Inflation's
All right.
been insane.
Okay, we're doing another unit. We'll just move on.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
take the L.
Yeah, very good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for the grace, and thanks for joining us here on the Warp Stage. We're going to get ready for our next interviewee, but yeah, awesome catching you guys. I hope that you enjoy the rest of VGM Con, and yeah, just a real pleasure to have you guys here. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh yes, and we have, instead of signing my chest, we have a banana that we are asking all the guests on the Warp Stage to
sign
sign.
your
So
banana
just
instead?
pass that around and
So-
sign that. I mean, you can also sign my chest if you want.
For those at home, when we played with Frank 5 years ago, MagFest, what were you dressed as?
Ooh la la from the Space Channel 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Josh came through the signing line, and we signed his chest.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
As you do in those
He wore this
situations.
big pink wig.
Yeah.
It was very visible.
Very visible.
In
Front
the
row
eyes.
of the video of your performance too.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
forward.
It's just right
It
there.
was like you and the Tesla Trooper dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh. What a
Say he
memory.
Still hasn't cleaned it off.
All right, folks, we're going to get ready to have an interview with a representative from the charity that VGM Con is supporting this year. That is P Fund. And so we're just going to have a quick changeover and we'll be right back. So stay tuned. We'll see you in a little bit. Thanks.